The Talk on CBS returned for its 10th season on September 9th with a familiar face joining the table. Singer, actress, author, founder Marie Osmond was a regular fill-in as a co-host on The Talk for more than 40 episodes.
Yep, and she's joining us now, right here, or rather, she's joining the full panel after the departure of co-host and creator Sarah Gilbert.
But
and
now
she's joining us now on the set right here. Jumping the gun. What can I say? I'm excited to have you here.
It's Vladimir and Marie.
Yes.
So cool.
Listen,
so cool that you're here.
Yes.
It's so fun to be here.
Welcome to season 10. And
Thank
as
you.
I was sort of like pondering you being on the show, I thought you're such a great addition because I feel
nice.
like you have lived like 10 lives in your one life.
I'm a cat.
It's serious, yeah. And I thought, if I'm going to get advice from a woman, if Marie Osmond said, let me give you advice, I'd be like, yes, ma'am.
Writing it down.
Because
You're so sweet.
I mean, do you find this a great outlet to sort of bring all that stuff forward?
Do you know, the thing I love about it, and initially is, you know, I've never worked with that many women in my life.
Yeah.
I've always had brothers.
All your brothers.
But to sit down there and to have that, first of all, you want a real scoop.
Yes.
They all really like each other.
That's good.
And they've been so lovely with me and filling in, because every chair is a little different.
Yeah.
But they have been so fun to work with, and to sit down. You know, when you take that job, that you're going in there to voice an opinion. And I guess CBS, you know, when they asked me, I was like, yeah.
Did you? I mean, you're so busy.
And I think experience. You know, they liked all the experience and life. You know, but it doesn't matter who you are. I don't care who you are, what you do for a living. We all go through this thing called life, and those experiences, and those are the things that I think are really cool about The Talk to share with people.
You're so busy. I mean, you've not stopped working since you were a kid, basically.
3.
Yeah. And I wonder. I mean, you've got this Vegas residency with your brother Donnie, which is like you told us a really interesting stat that you've just beaten Elvis and Celine Dion in terms of the number of appearances you've made in Vegas.
Isn't that crazy?
That is nuts.
I know. We didn't know that. That was something that Caesars Entertainment told us. But we've loved it. We were supposed to be there 6 weeks. It's gone to 11 years. We were going to stop at 10. Did you ever watch the movie Spinal Tap?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I looked at Donnie at the end of the 10 years, and I said, let's go to 11.
Let's go to 11.
It's no more. And so we're just crazy. We have fun. But you know what? I'm loving this. Usually I'm done at 12 midnight. Now I'll be done at 12 noon.
Oh,
and
that's
so
nice.
it will really provide wonderful time to be with my family and my husband, who I remarried. We'll be able to have dinners together. What a concept!
Right.
That's really cool.
So we were trying to sort of, recall. I think our initial experience with you is probably the television show,
Yes,
right?
a little bit
I
country,
think
a little bit rock and roll.
Yeah, everyone remembers that.
Who were you?
Where was I?
No,
No,
who
he's a
were
little
you?
bit
I'm
country
a
or
little bit rock and roll.
Yeah,
I'm a
like
little bit
in
rock
his
and roll.
heart, he's
in
a
my
little bit
heart,
rock and
right.
roll.
My sister would be like, "You're just a nerd." You're not anything.
Love that sibling chemistry. Okay.
But it has been sort of generation after generation after generation. You've reinvented yourself for so many different audiences.
Oh, you're sweet.
And now we're in this social media generation, right? Where like you can get immediate feedback from the audience.
Right.
Sometimes it's not so kind. You were a tabloid darling. You've had to deal with that kind of stuff already. Has it made you tougher?
Well, I think I don't care who you are. It still feels like bullying.
Yeah.
I actually mentioned it last week on The Talk. I went on the website and I was like, ow, you know, especially the Facebook page. And it was so incredibly sweet how many people, viewers, came on and defended me. And they said, I've met her and this and that. And honestly, I was so touched by it. I just think that it's easy to be mean behind a screen.
Yeah.
And maybe say things that you normally wouldn't. But I don't know, my mom and dad, they raised us, they said integrity is doing the right thing when no one's watching. And, you know, that's how we were raised. And if we didn't, boy, we got it. And so I don't know, sometimes I think that to look at somebody's life that you know is manufactured in social media, nobody's life is perfect. But we like to show the things that are fun in our lives. And so it's hard to know where the line is to reality, to whatever. That's what I love about The Talk.
It's real.
It's live, it's real, it's basic, and you have 5 different opinions there. So you can find something to cause you to stir and think, which is really great. I call it's your lunch appointment.
I like that.
Can I talk briefly about the work that you've done for children, something that you've been passionate about for a great many years?
Well, I'm one of the founders of Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. You see us, the hot air balloon out there. There's 4 of us, but you know, I was involved in so many charities, and it was like, well, if you do this one, you can't do this one, and if you do, and I went, that's just crazy. So there's all these great causes, but they all have to be treated, and that's what children's hospitals do. Whether it's a tonsillectomy or cancer, you know, a car accident, whatever it is, you know, they are there to help you, but these hospitals won't be there if we don't help them. 100% of the money stays local. 100% of the money goes to the kids. We've raised over $7 billion for children.
7 billion with a
Isn't that
B,
wonderful?
people.
That's
7
amazing.
billion.
And it's just the best corporate sponsors, people really knowing that it stays local, and so they get involved. And I mean, Walmart just reached over $1 billion that they have given. So it's pretty incredible, yeah.
That's awesome. We got a picture of you and your grandkid.
Oh dear.
Let's see that. Your grandchildren, we should say. We got a really cool photo that our producer
He's
found.
asleep. I put him to sleep.
Look at all these kids.
It's like a blanket of children.
I know.
And I have 2 more besides that.
Oh my goodness.
So adorable.
Aren't they so fun?
How is being a grandmother different than being a mother?
Oh my gosh, it's so great.
Yeah.
People go, you know, what do you like to call yourself, Nana, whatever? I said, no, Grandma. You can't sing Nana, got run
Somehow
over by
you
a
don't,
reindeer.
No, you can't.
I know you are a
It doesn't
grandmother.
have the same ring to it.
But you don't look like most of the grandmothers
Oh, you're
that
so
I
funny.
you know?
Do you know, I just have been so blessed. I've been through a lot of different ups and downs in my life. And grandchildren are just, you get little mini versions of your children back. I never thought I could love anything more than my own children. And it's just like, they'll do things and you're like, oh my gosh, that's just how he was when he was little. And it's great. So I was telling these guys a poem that I love. It says, I've seen the lights of Paris and the sunsets of Rome, but there's nothing more beautiful than the car lights on my kid's car taking the grandkids home. And so you have no responsibility. You only have to love and spoil them.
Right.
Love it. Love it. Love it. It's so great to have you here with us.
Oh, it's fun to
such
be
an honor to
here.
meet you.
Oh,
because
you're
we've been
so sweet.
We've been fans for.
Can you sing a little bit country rock and roll for me, please?
She's a little bit country, and I'm a little bit rock
Thank
and
you.
roll.
I was like, I could do it, but instantly people would be on their clicker, like, looking at the rest of them.
Hey, I mean, you know,
He just went for it.
I'm like that kid Mikey in the Life commercial. There's Vlad. He'll do anything.
Get
on
Mikey to do it.
television. Yeah.
Note to self, get your singing chops ready when you invite Marie on. Jeez.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
It's so
I
great
love
to
you
see
guys.
you. Thank
Invite
you.
me back.
Oh,
Anytime.
anytime.
You can stay if you'd
You're
like.
so
We're
sweet.
probably going to do boring news now
Right,
that you've
exactly.
left. But
You guys are fun.
All right, Marie Osmond, thank you very much. And of course, you can catch Marie and her co-host on The Talk weekdays at 2 p.m. Eastern only on CBS.